Hey guys, Big D here. Welcome back to my review of Funnyman. This little British horror comedy B movie that came out in the early to mid 90s. It tells the story of Max Taylor, this dad who ends up beating this old man in a game of poker, wins his ancestral home, and then moves his wife, daughter, and son out there. While there, Max spins what's called a Wheel of Chance, which has 2 wins and 2 loses. Lands on lose, accidentally awakens this demonic jester, which starts to pick him off one by one. Meanwhile, Max's brother is en route with a lot of Max's belongings, picks up some hitchhikers, they get there, and then all hell breaks loose. So, starting right off with the positives for Funnyman, and first off, my first positive will be the design and just the title character, this jester. He breaks the fourth wall sometimes. He wears some ridiculous outfits. He's very animated, very interesting. And I think the actor does a pretty good job. My second positive is the inclusion of Christopher Lee. Now, for those of you who don't recognize that name, maybe you'll recognize him as Saruman in both the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies. And for those of you who are a bit older, maybe you've seen him in some of the Hammer horror films as Dracula. The guy's a great actor. And it's unfortunate that he passed away a few years back. And my third positive is some of the kills are pretty good. They're very creative, they're very inventive, they're all practical. So, I have one mixed and one negative. My mixed aspect is, I think, the story. Now, a horror movie does not necessarily need to have a good story, but it doesn't hurt. And here, that entire premise, that entire plot synopsis is your entire movie. So, not a whole lot of story to go off of. As far as my negatives, the characters. They're so generic, they're so unmemorable, they're so forgettable. They make stupid decisions. You have this Velma lookalike on the nose, this transvestite voodoo African-American chick, and some dumb guys. So, overall, it's something that I can enjoy, not necessarily my favorite. So I'll give it 3.5 skulls out of 5. Join me next time when we will take a look at the first Black Christmas remake. But until then, stay safe, always wear masks, and keep social distancing.